Hello, Lakers Nation. My name is Trevor Lane, senior writer for LakersNation.com, and this is the Lakers Nation newsfeed where we go over all the latest breaking Lakers news. Plenty to talk about today. As always, I know it sounds a little negative. LeBron James might want to leave. That's our topic for today, but it's not. I promise there is a very positive spin to this, and we're going to get into it. First, a quick shout out to our sponsor, betonline.ag. All you have to do is go to clnsmedia.com/LeBron. That's how you let them know that you came from us. And you enter in the promo code CLNS50, and you get a 50% bonus on your first deposit. All right, so latest story is this. According to Dave McMenamin and Bill Plaschke of the Los Angeles Times, McMenamin being of ESPN, they were on the George Sedano show of ESPN. George Sedano, good friend of this show. Make sure you guys check that one out. They both said that they've heard through some sources that if the Lakers don't upgrade their roster, that LeBron James could want to leave, that they could want to get traded. So we're talking about free agency comes and goes, the draft comes and goes, the Lakers don't pull off a trade with the number 4 pick, and they wind up not getting anybody. So this is not an unrealistic scenario. When you look at the landscape for the NBA free agency period, you've got guys like Jimmy Butler, you've got guys like Kyrie Irving, Kemba Walker, Kawhi Leonard, okay, all of these players, Klay Thompson, Kevin Durant, all of these guys. But you also have a lot of teams that have cap room. The Knicks have enough cap room for 2 max free agents. The Clippers can get to 2 max free agents. The Brooklyn Nets are out there. You've got a number of teams that are going to be chasing these guys. And so somebody is not going to get the max free agent that they want. That's going to happen this year. In fact, multiple teams are not going to get the max free agents that they want, and it could wind up being the Lakers. It's possible that they don't get the max player that they want. Look, all it takes is, say, Jimmy Butler re-signs with the Philadelphia 76ers, Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving go to the Knicks, and suddenly the Lakers are in real trouble because Kawhi Leonard could either go to the Clippers, could go to the Raptors. Who knows? Maybe the Lakers sneak in and steal him, but it would seem like a long shot at this point. And then you're stuck with what? Kemba Walker, maybe Kemba Walker, but again, he's already said positive things about going back to the Charlotte Hornets. So you run out of options real quick, and we're assuming Klay Thompson probably stays with the Warriors. So if a few dominoes break the wrong way, next thing you know, the Lakers don't get a max level free agent. And so if that happens, and the Lakers can't flip the number 4 pick and other assets for, say, Anthony Davis, let's say that doesn't work out. They decide that they're going to do a trade with someone else. Okay, then next thing you know, the Lakers are put in a tough spot, and so the rumor is that LeBron James would ask out. Of course LeBron James would ask out. Like, are we kidding? He's definitely going to consider looking elsewhere. I've been saying this for a month. Okay, I don't have any inside sources. Rich Paul hasn't told me specifically that he's going to ask out, but look at the situation. What else would he do? He's going to be 35 years old next season. He's coming into the end of his prime years, and look, he doesn't want to spend them on a Lakers team that doesn't have the ability to contend for a championship. So if you go to LeBron James, you say, hey, LeBron, we weren't able to close any max level free agents. Sorry, we weren't able to pull off any trades. We didn't trade any of the young guys to upgrade the roster, and we're going to roll into next season with a bunch of 1-year contracts again, and we're just going to kind of kick the can down the road. Or maybe best case, we were able to get a Nikola Vucevic or a Tobias Harris or somebody like that. And don't get me wrong, I love both those guys, but I could see where LeBron James would say, you know what, I need to look to go elsewhere. I want to finish my career contending for championships, so I want to go elsewhere. Now, before I even get into what that scenario would look like, I want to mention that LeBron doesn't want that. The Lakers don't want that. This is a bad thing for all parties involved if that's the path we wind up going down. It's not a good thing. And I know there's a lot of Lakers fans out there that still feel like, you know what, we don't really like LeBron. They're not big fans of him. They don't want to see him in purple and gold, all that. I get it. I understand. But this would be a bad look for the franchise. This would be a bad look for LeBron James. Okay, this is not what they want. LeBron is going to campaign. He's going to do everything he can to bring free agents to Los Angeles. He's already started. He's contacted Kawhi Leonard. He's contacted Jimmy Butler. It's not going to be for lack of trying if they don't get someone. I would fully expect LeBron James to be involved in the recruitment process even further. I expect him to be in those pitch meetings. okay, trying to land free agents. So he's going to do everything he can. Rob Pelinka, the Lakers front office, they're going to do whatever they can. Jonathan Givony of ESPN just reported today that the Lakers have been active in trade discussions with the number 4 overall pick, looking for win-now pieces, which is as we expected. Yes, I would love to see Darius Garland in a Lakers jersey, Jarrett Culver, Cam Reddish even, DeAndre Hunter. All of these guys are intriguing, but I fully expect the Lakers to very seriously consider trading this pick if they can get someone that can help them win now, because it could help them avoid this situation where LeBron would want out. But again, let's go down this path. Let's say the Lakers keep their draft pick. They don't find a workable trade. Nobody is giving them anything that's worth all that much because they keep with this mantra that it's a 3-player draft. They don't flip any of their young players because, look, Brandon Ingram's coming off of an injury. Lonzo Ball's coming off of an injury. Kyle Kuzma spent last season not shooting that well. So maybe teams just don't give good offers for the Lakers players. So you have those things happen. Then they don't land anybody in free agency. And LeBron James says, you know what? I don't want to roll with another young team again next year. Let's try to figure out a way out. That's not the worst thing for the Lakers. Okay, it's a bad thing. It's bad for the franchise. It's bad for their bottom line because LeBron James, he prints money. He brings in all kinds of money. Revenue flows when you have LeBron James on your team. Yes, he's got a big expensive contract. He brings in way, way, way more than the cost of his contract. And he happens to be pretty good on the basketball floor too. So you don't want this. Okay, you don't want this scenario. But on the positive side, if LeBron goes to the Lakers and he says, hey, look, this isn't working out, we need to work out a trade, we need to come up with something, well, then the Lakers finally have direction, okay? They would finally be able to say, look, all right, things didn't work out. This is embarrassing for the franchise. Not a good look that we weren't able to get top free agents, okay? Not a positive thing, but at least now they have direction, and that is on the kids. That's on the young kids. They'd be in a complete rebuild at that point, and you'd be working around Brandon Ingram, Kyle Kuzma, Lonzo Ball. You wouldn't be trading those guys anymore. You pull them off the trade market. Okay, same thing with Josh Hart. You'd keep whoever you selected with the number 4 overall pick, and then you'd get whatever assets you could from LeBron. So you look around the league, obviously he would want to go to a team that can contend, and the Lakers would want to facilitate that. They don't want a negative reputation out there, so they want to make sure, hey, look, if the Orlando Magic somehow put together an attractive package, you're not going to send him there because he's probably not going to win there. Okay, you're going to send him to a team that can allow him to win. So you'd canvass the league and do what you can to find a team that has some young assets that they can give you in exchange for LeBron and some future draft picks, and then you move forward from there. And then you're building around the young guys, and then you have direction. Because last season, we saw a Lakers team that was very fractured. You saw the young guys that aren't quite ready, or at least last season they weren't quite ready yet to win now. And then you saw LeBron James and this cast of veterans that very much need to win right now. And the cast of veterans obviously weren't great. Okay, so that was an issue. But you've got this split on the team. And that was a problem for the Lakers last season because it was hard to know which way they were going. The young guys felt like they were just going to be traded because, well, they need to win right now for LeBron James. But at the same time, the Lakers don't want to just give up their future either because everybody knows LeBron only has a few years left. He only has 2 years remaining on his contract, possibly a third year because it's a player option. But he's going to be 35 years old. His prime is slipping away. Father Time is undefeated, right? We say it all the time. So if you're in that situation and you're the young kids, you can't feel very appreciated knowing that the team is going to be doing what they can to help LeBron. And if you're LeBron, you've got to be a little bit frustrated that you've got kids around you that aren't ready to win now. And look, LeBron knew what he was signing up for at the time. From the Lakers' perspective, they're developing the young talent so that somebody can be there when LeBron does leave. But hey, if LeBron asks out, the problem's solved. Right? You now know for sure what your direction is, and it's building around the young talent. Now, again, I'm not saying this is a positive thing. I'm not saying LeBron needs to ask out. I'm not saying the Lakers will be celebrating if he asked for a trade or anything like that, because they very much would not be. But I'm saying in terms of basketball, there would be a positive effect to it, and that's that the team would have that direction. They would know which way they were going. They would be able to make moves in accordance with that new direction moving forward. Okay, so that would be the scenario that would play out. Do I expect this to happen? No, I'm still optimistic. I think they're going to get somebody. Look, hey, Jimmy Butler was on Instagram yesterday wearing purple and gold shoes. Okay, and Kyle Kuzma followed him. If you are into that sort of thing, and we're kind of reading between the lines this time of year, Who knows? Maybe that's a sign that that there's some fire here behind Jimmy Butler to the Lakers. I think they're going to get somebody. I think they've got money. I think they've got LeBron James. I think LeBron still holds plenty of weight around the league. I think he can convince somebody to come sign up with the Lakers. I'm going to stay optimistic about this thing and stay positive because there's way too much negativity going on in the world of the Lakers right now. But should things fall to pieces and should we go down that path where LeBron James asks for a trade, I'm saying that it's not all bad. It's bad, but there's still a silver lining that we can look at, and that's that finally the Lakers will be able to fully invest in the kids and then build around them moving forward. All right, guys, that's going to do it for today. Make sure you head over to clnsmedia.com/LeBron. Don't forget to use that promo code CLNS50. You're going to use betonline.ag, your home for online gambling. And of course, head over to LakersNation.com, your home for everything Lakers. Don't forget to follow us on social media at Lakers Nation Official on Instagram, at Lakers Nation on Twitter and Facebook. And if you're checking this out on YouTube, throw me some comments. Let me know what you think. Are you in favor of that? Like if LeBron James winds up being traded, is that okay for the Lakers? Is that a path you'd like to see them go down? Or are you just keeping your fingers crossed like I know a lot of people are and hoping that they land somebody here in free agency? My name's Trevor Lane. Till next time. See ya.